let's start with our presentation. So today we are going to know block diagram reduction technique. Okay. Okay. Now, so before starting, we should know what are the basic ingredients of a block diagram. So here in this diagram, what you know, this is called a summer, or it is called a summing point. This is the input signal. Okay, this is the input signal to the summer. This is also known as reference signal. Somewhere it is also known as reference signal. The output signal, the final output is generally expressed with the term CS. And this path is called the feed forward path. I have explained it in the previous class also. Today I am also telling you so that you can memorize it quickly. So this is called feed forward path. What is feed forward path? The path which connects the input signal to the output signal. That path is known as feed forward path. The feed forward path, the transfer function in the feed forward path is known as feed forward path.
ম্যাম একজন জয়েন করতে পারছে না।
জয়েন করতে পারছে না? এক
হ্যাঁ,
মিনিট।
আপনাকে লেট ইন করতে বললো একটু।
আচ্ছা দাঁড়াও 1 মিনিট। জয়েন করেছে?
না ম্যাম, সুদীপ মন্ডলকে তো দেখতে পাচ্ছি না, ওই তো বললো।
ও দেখতে পাচ্ছে না? এই যে একসঙ্গে অনেকজন জয়েন করলো। আমি দেখলাম।
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম,
হ্যাঁ
জয়েন
ম্যাম,
হয়েছি।
করেছে
হয়েছে?
করেছে।
হয়েছে তো? আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে। আচ্ছা এবার আমি আচ্ছা কোথায় গেল আমার? Okay, visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So where was he? Now this is the simple block diagram of any. It is very common diagram that we used to get in control system. যে কোনো control system এর বইয়েতে আমরা এই diagramটা পেয়ে থাকি. So what is RS? Generally, the input or the reference signal is expressed with the term RS, and generally we get the output as CS. Okay. Now the path which connect these input to output is called feed forward path, and the transfer function block, this GS, is known as feed forward transfer function. Okay, feed forward path, always remember the signal in feed forward path goes from left hand side to right hand side. Signals in feed forward path always goes from left hand side to right hand side. Okay. Now, here we are getting that two signals are coming. Where two signals will come, two different signals should have a algebra, either it may be plus or minus, whatever. This type of symbol is known as summing point, or some type it is also known as summer. Somewhere it is also known as comparator signal. Okay, so this is commonly known as summing point or summer. Though it is a positive sign, though it is a negative sign, still we generally call it a summing point. Okay. Now, this point from where we take off a signal is called take off point. Okay. So this signal is take off from this point, and through this particular transfer function, it is actually going to the summing point. This path, look, this is basically in the opposite direction of signal flow. The signal flow in the main path is from left hand side to right hand side, but in this path you are getting that the signal is flowing in the opposite direction of the main path. That means it is from right hand side to left hand side. If you get a signal flow from opposite direction of the main path, or if it is from right hand side to left hand side, it will always be a feedback path. Understood? What is feedback path? The feedback path is something where it should have a takeoff point from the original path or the main path, and the signal will always flow in opposite direction of the main path. So that is basically a feedback path, and obviously at the end of a feedback path there must be a summing point or a summer where this signal will be added or subtracted. Understood? So this is basically a feedback path. Now, naturally, the transfer function involved in the feedback path is called feedback transfer function. This is feedback transfer function. Understood? Now, this is basically a closed, this is a path, there is a feedback, we can able to also able to get the overall transfer function, which is known as closed loop transfer function. We will discuss it is in later. And from here also we can get another type of transfer function, that is called open loop transfer function. So two types of transfer function we get. One is closed loop transfer function and another one is open loop transfer function. Understood? Closed loop transfer function is having a formula, and that formula that I have in the previous day I have mentioned that the closed loop transfer function is basically for this particular system, it will be CS by RS, and the formula for a negative feedback, the overall closed loop transfer function is having a formula of GS, that is the feed forward transfer function, upon 1 plus GS into HS. This is called overall transfer function for a negative feedback. Okay. Now, if this feedback is positive, if the system is having positive feedback, only this signal will be changed, this sign will be changed. So what will be the overall transfer function TS for a positive feedback system? It will be feed forward transfer function upon 1 minus GS into HS. Okay. So this is the formula for overall transfer function for positive feedback, and this is for negative feedback. Now, there is another transfer function called open loop transfer function or loop transfer function. Open loop transfer function or loop transfer function. But in control system, loop transfer function you generally get in electronics. But here, though the ultimate expression is same, but here we rather more use open loop transfer function term than loop transfer function. Okay. So it is very important term. And what is the formula, empirical formula of open loop transfer function? It is nothing but GS into HS. What does that mean? It means that suppose if this loop, there is no loop over here and the loop is open from this point, if the loop is open from this point, cut from this point, so what will be the overall transfer function of this path, it obviously is GS into HS. If the loop is not attached here and there is only a signal and GS and there is a feeding path up to here HS. So what is the overall overall transfer function of this particular open loop system? It is GS into HS. Okay. So open loop transfer function of a system is always GS into HS. Sometimes students used to mess it up with the feed forward transfer function, but open loop transfer function is never feed forward transfer function. The value of open loop transfer function is equal to feed forward transfer function when the feedback element is equal to 1. Understood? Okay, so I am going to the next slide. Now, today the second point will be what are the connections of these, what are the connection we used to get in block diagram. We used to get 3 types of connection in block diagram. They are basically series or cascading, parallel, and the feedback. Feedback we have already discussed. Now, what is series? I have also mentioned it in the previous class. Series means suppose the signal is coming from the left hand side to the right hand side and I have a transfer function G1S here, and just adjacent to it there is another block, say G2S. Okay, so if these two they are in adjacent to each other, the overall transfer function can be expressed as a multiplication of these two items or these two transfer functions. So the overall transfer function can be written as G1S into G2S. This arrangement is known as cascading or series. And what is the formula of cascading or series? Nothing but multiplication. Okay. Now, the next is parallel. What do you mean by parallel arrangement? Suppose this is a signal coming. Okay. Now, this signal is now branched into 2 parts. Suppose this is signal RS. Now, RS is branched into 2 parts. Suppose in the upper part, I have a signal G1S. So, the signal will be multiplied. Basically, what is the factor coming here? The RS is coming here, and this RS is basically multiplied with this G1 as it is in S domain. So, we will just multiply the signal with G1. So here the signal is coming, that is basically RS into G1S. This signal is coming at this point. Now RS is a branch to and it is coming to this G2 system also. Now, so what is the signal coming here? Here the signal is coming, that is RS into G2S. Understood? Now, these two signal is now here they are coming to a summer block. This is a positive value and this is also a positive value. So, what will be the overall signal coming here? R into G1 plus R into G2. So, what is the overall signal? That is RS into G1 S plus R S into G2S. This is my overall function CS. So what is my overall value CS? CS is nothing but, I can write CS is basically nothing but RS, if I take common, G1S plus G2S. That means if you take the transfer function of this total structure, so how you will get the transfer function? We know transfer function means output of output signal in Laplace domain by input signal by Laplace domain with initial conditions as 0. So this is the output signal, this is the input signal. If I take the ratio CS by RS, that is basically nothing but definition of transfer function. So what is the overall transfer function of this type of parallel arrangement? I am getting it is nothing but G1s plus G2s. Understood? So when they are in cascade, the overall transfer function is like G1 into G2. Similarly, when they are in parallel, it will be G1 plus G2. Now, sometimes students used to, sometimes they by mistakes they are not able to identify a parallel path and a feedback path. Suppose if I give this signal as minus, so what is happen, it should be minus and then it will become minus. Still, though it is becoming minus, still this path and this path will be a parallel path. Why? Because look here, I told in the main path, signal always traverse from left hand side to right hand side. In this path, it is also traversing from left hand side to right hand side, as well as in this path also it is from left to right. So when you are getting the signal traversing from left to right, it will always be parallel paths. There are two main branches. There are two main paths, but they are branched. Okay, but when you will get the signal flowing in the opposite direction, then it will be a feedback path. Understood? So you know now what is feedback path and how can you are able to get solve the transfer function to overcome the feedback. So what I write in the previous slide, I write that if it is a positive feedback, it will be GS by 1 minus GSHS. And if it is a negative feedback, it will be GS by 1 plus GSHS. Okay. So it is, I am writing again. So it is, if the feedback is a positive feedback, then the overall transfer function will be GS by 1 minus GSHS. And if the feedback is negative, then it will be GS by 1 plus GSHS. Okay. So now, these are three types of connection we generally get in block diagram reduction. Now, to reduce the block diagram, we should know few more points. So what are them? Now, next point is, suppose if I want to move the takeoff point in direction of signal flow. So you can't understand what is that. I have written a rule also, but I am going to explain what is that. For that, I am just drawing a simple thing. Suppose I have a transfer function like this. This is GS. Okay. This is GS. And signal is flowing from 1 to 2. Okay. Now, this is a takeoff point. Suppose this is a takeoff point. This is a takeoff point. Okay. Now, this takeoff point, if I get a takeoff point here, suppose my signal is here X1S and the output, the input is X1S and the input is XS and the output is YS. Okay. So, and this is the takeoff point. Now, if this signal is here, what is the signal I am getting here? Can anyone tell me? What I will get X. Yes, very good. So this will be XS here. Now, it is told that moving the takeoff point in direction of the signal flow. That means I want to move this takeoff point here. in direction of the signal flow means I want to, there is a transfer function block and I want to move it ahead of the transfer function block in direction of the signal flow. So I want to move this takeoff point from 1 to 2 side. I want to move it here. Okay, so now I am drawing it here. So this is my system. And this is my point side 1, this is my side 2. Now, and it was XS initially, the signal YS is here. What is YS? YS is nothing but, definitely YS must be XS into GS. As per our discussion, it must be XS into GS. Now, I want to take this takeoff point here. So, what will be the takeoff signal now? এখানে এখন signal value কত? এখন এখানে YS এখানে কত? এখানে সিগন্যাল ভ্যালুটা কত? এখান থেকে আসছিল যখন XS ছিল, তাহলে এখানে এখন ভ্যালুটা কত?
XS into GS.
হ্যাঁ, তার মানে YS? Yes. তাহলে YS, কিন্তু আমাদের এখানে একটা জিনিস মনে রাখতে হবে, I can take the takeoff point here, there, wherever, but I should maintain the balance. What is the balance? The signal at any branch, what was initially, I should have to maintain it in the same value, though I have changed the takeoff point from left side to right hand side. তার মানে আমার সিগন্যালটা ইনিশিয়ালি যা ছিল, তার মানে এখানে at the end of the takeoff point, initially the signal was XS, but due to my changing action, I am getting that here it is becoming XS into GS, right? কিন্তু আমাকে এটা XS ই রাখতে হবে, I cannot make it YS. তাহলে what I have to do?
ওখানে একটা ব্লক করে 1/GS লিখে দিচ্ছি।
একদম তাই। তার মানে এখানে if I put a block here, if I put a block, another block here, and if I write it as 1 upon GS, তাহলে আমার কি হয়ে যাবে? This YS will be XS into GS into 1 upon GS. So it will become XS. That's why I have written this is the rule. কিন্তু রুলটা যদি না বুঝে পড়া যায় তাহলে তো বোঝা যাবে না। That's why this is the explanation. So what I have written, দেখো কি করেছি, বেসিক্যালি আমি ডিভাইড করেছি, এই ভ্যালুটাকেই ডিভাইড করেছি। কি করেছি বলছে, ডিভাইড দ্য টেক অফ ব্রাঞ্চ বাই GS. So this is my take off branch. I have divide the take off branch by the value GS. যে GS এর আগে আমি জিনিসটাকে আনতে চেয়েছি সেটা দিয়ে জাস্ট ডিভাইড করে দিয়েছি। So this is the rule to moving the take off point in direction of signal flow. So next, এটা এবার তোমরা আমাকে নিজেরাই বলতে পারবে। আমি ছবিটা আঁকি। I have a X1S here, I have a GS here and YS here. Okay, initially my signal was this. Okay, and I want to move it in the opposite direction of the signal flow. তার মানে this is my X1S, this is my GS, and I want to move it here. I want to move it here. So I want to move it here. So what will be the change in the arrangement to make all the signals same? এখানটায় কি হবে বলো? আমি এটাকে যদি এদিকে মুভ করতে চাই, what should be the finally how the block diagram will look like? একটা simple block GS আছে, the takeoff point I want to move in the opposite direction of the signal flow. এখান থেকে takeoff পয়েন্টটাকে এখানে নিতে চাই, বলো, কেউ বলো কি হবে? বলবে না?
GS একটা ব্লক থাকবে আবার
1/GS
1/GS কি হবে?
ব্লক একটা হবে।
1/GS হবে না, দেখো এখানটায় কি হচ্ছে,
বাই
এটা
জিএস
y
না
এর
জিএস।
শুধু জিএস, ইয়েস ইয়েস রাইট। তার মানে দিস ইজ y
C onto করে
ইনিশিয়ালি,
হবে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, ইনিশিয়ালি দিস ইজ y1s, ইনিশিয়ালি দিস ইজ y1s। এবার আমি যখনই এটা মুভ করব আই শুড হ্যাভ টু মেক ইট y1s, হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু এটা কি দাঁড়িয়ে যাচ্ছে, এটা হয়ে যাচ্ছে আমার x1s। সো হোয়াট ইজ রিলেশন বিটুইন y1 and x1? y1s is basically x1s into gs. Now এখানে যখন আমার আসছে I am getting that the signal here is x1s, but I have to make it y1s. So what I can put here, I can put that if I put a signal gs here, then my x1s will multiply with it and I can get the y1s over here. Right? So that means I have to take off, I have to multiply this transfer function in the takeoff branch and then we can get the same system. Okay. Next. এবার বলছে if I want to move the summing point, এতক্ষণ আমরা টেক অফ পয়েন্টকে মুভ করিয়েছি, এবার আমরা সামিং পয়েন্টকে মুভ করাবো। তাহলে সামিং পয়েন্ট মুভ মানে আমি ছবিটা আঁকি, this is a summing point, okay? And suppose I am having a signal x1 is here and I am having a signal x2 is here. So that means here at x1s minus x2 is coming, and this value, the algebraic sum of the signal is coming to a block called gs. Okay, now and this is my output, suppose ys. Now what I want to move, I want to move this summing point at the right hand side of the gs block. I want to move this summing point in the right hand side of the gs block. So what will be the changes? Can anyone tell me how we will move? আমরা কিভাবে মুভ করব? What is the signal here? Here the signal is x1s minus x2s. হ্যাঁ, এবার তাহলে এইটা পুরোটার সঙ্গে g মাল্টিপ্লাই হচ্ছে, so ys is basically I am getting the ys is gs into x1s minus x2s. তাহলে if I move this summer, I want to get this y, same y, I have to take same y. তাহলে আমি আমার সামারটাকে কি করছি, মুভ করাচ্ছি। Now this block is here gs. Okay, so that means I am getting that x1 signal is directly now going into gs block, right? But if I take the summer here, now in this point the g1, this value gs into x1s is coming to the summer, no problem here. x1s into gs is coming to the summer. Now I have to take now this, what is this value? I need to have x2s into gs. If I able to arrange this signal anyhow here, I can get the same output from the summer or from the whole system. Okay, so if I want to do that, what I have to put here? Obviously I have to put here x2s into gs. And how I can put, if I put a gs block here and if I have put this signal x2 over here, then only it can happen and then only the ys will be same. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's why
Yes, ma'am.
the multiply the signal entering the summing block by GS. So I am multiplying the signal with the value GS, and I am putting it to a summer. That's the rule. Okay. Next. Similar thing, if I want to just move the summing point in opposite direction of the signal flow. So I am trying to draw the sorry. So this is basically suppose it's RS, and it is entering into a system called GS. And here the value what we are getting RS into GS, and this is actually entering into a summer. Okay, and here this value is minus, and suppose here the signal is X1S over here, and this is the CS over here. So now what I have to do, I have to change the position of the summer from the right hand side to left hand side. So what should be the overall arrangement? Okay. So here I got that the CS, what is CS I am getting? CS is basically RS into GS minus X1S. So I know that wherever I put the summer, I have to take the final expression like this, right? So if I think, so how can I do that? If I put this RS over here and I am putting the summer here. So that means here the summer is and I have to put over here this value. So I know that RS must be multiplied with GS. So if I want to do that, if I put the GS value here, I know RS, the factor will come RS into GS definitely here. But if I put the signal value X1S here, what I can find that here I am getting that X1 is also multiplied with GS, but here I am getting there is no multiplication of X1 with GS. So what I can do, if I take a 1 upon GS initially and 1 upon GS initially, and if I put the X1S signal here, X1S signal here, then what is coming here? Here coming X1S by GS. Then this is minus. So here it is coming RS into GS minus X1S. So at the end, I am getting CS equal to RS into GS minus X1S. So that means this is absolutely same. So this is the appropriate expression if I want to put the summer in the opposite direction of signal flow. That is why it is written that divide the signal entering the summing block by GS. That I have actually done. I am dividing the signal to change the position. I am dividing the signal which is entering into the summing point by the value GS, and I am getting the result. Okay. So you know this. Again, I can show what is the meaning of this. The meaning of this is basically nothing but elimination of this loop. I think you all know now how you can eliminate the loop. That is the transfer function of to eliminate the feedback loop. That is nothing but GS by 1 plus GSHS for negative feedback and minus GSHS for positive feedback. So this is the overall formula or the rule. Okay, so these are the rules which is necessary and important to simplify the block diagram to more things I just want to mention. One or two conditions you generally get to solve. You will probably not understand it very well, but when we will do, you will understand it properly. Sometimes you will get that there will be few times, suppose in few sometimes you will get this type of situation. Suppose many signals are at a summing point, so it may happen that suppose if it is easier for to reduce the block diagram, sometimes we do that, we take this summing point, divide into two summers. Suppose this is P, this is Q, and this is R, and suppose the output is C. Now sometimes we can also do it like P plus Q. This is a summer, and again I am taking this P plus Q is coming here. I need to have a R also. So I am taking P plus Q plus here. So I am taking R also here, and then I can write here C. So I am actually dividing this summer into two, or I can go for in the reverse direction also. I can go from this to this, or I can go from this to this. These are reversible process, and if it is required for the simplification of block diagram, we can also do that. Okay. So and another thing, suppose these two summing points, if it is required, you can interchange positions of the summer. That means suppose you have this signal, this is basically equal to, as they are basically summation is you can write it in this way also, that no, I will not able to write it in this way. Suppose I am writing another, I am giving another example. Suppose I have a R. This R is coming here, and I have a S here. Okay, this S is coming here. Now, I have a Q here, suppose. This is a Q, and this is C. Okay. Now, if you want, you can change these positions. That means you can change the Q here, you can change the Q here, and you can write the S also here. Understood? In this way, the summing points can be interchanged. Any two summing points may be interchanged if it is required for the sake of simplification. So you will understand it better if I give any example of it, and by using few examples we will discuss in our next classes. Okay. If you have any question, you can tell me. Otherwise, I will stop sharing. Okay, thank you. Then I guess there is no question. So okay, let's take just give me some moment. I am taking the attendance, and then I will tell you to leave.